Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We are back with our Maniacal Moron run, where we make bad choices, evil decisions, and choose every dumb dialogue option we can find. And I am just posting the Twitter link now. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. Follow me at Fisty McRib. I post every time I go live, and links to my videos and all kinds of stuff too. So go ahead and follow me there if you're not already. And there it goes. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started here. And my game plan, I think I'm going to stick with the same plan that I had. I've heard that I don't actually have to have gotten as far in the main quest line as I thought to start the Murder on Eridanos DLC that'll be coming out tomorrow. But yeah, I do have to get that far to start the other one. So, and we need more levels. So I think we'll just go ahead and keep going on the path we were on. Let's jump into the game here. Give the textures a second to load in. Okay, here we go, here we go. So yeah, I've seen now the requirements for the new DLC. And it says, from what I understand, all I have to have actually done is gotten to Stellar Bay. And I've done that. But it also says it's recommended that you be level 30 or higher. And we are level 19. So I don't mind being a little bit under-leveled for it. But if we can do a couple of side quests, proceed a little more into the main quest here and get some more XP, then why not? And what do we have here? We'll keep exploring here a little bit. Do I have anything? Yeah, okay, so we've got a little bit of lore here. Devil's Peak Station, authorized broadcaster, select recorded transmissions for a listing of all scheduled incoming and outgoing broadcasts. To go live, please ask your producer to initiate broadcasting. Do not begin broadcasting without the supervision of a senior producer. Thank you, Val. And now a message from our sponsors. Tired of itchy acid burns? Try Auntie Cleo's artisanal Borst-scented moisturizing cream. Okay, that sounds pleasant. And let's just take a look here at priority transmissions. Universal Defense Logistics would like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable case of loss of life in its facilities. And it doesn't look like we've got anything there. Ah, here we go. Okay, Devil's Peak Station. Status. The station's primary band is presently oversaturated with continual transmissions from sister settlements. Off-world signals are unable to be isolated for recording. So that is transmissions from the Iconoclasts and from MSI, who we haven't met yet. And that's what we'll do tonight. And let's say here, okay, outgoing transmissions, SOS, date April 3rd, 2345, incoming transmissions, Amber Heights, Stellar Bay. Administrator notes, Amber Heights data is Iconoclast in origin. Graham is behind it, must speak to him. Stellar Bay broadcaster coded gibberish, could potentially use to blackmail Sanjar, has his signature all over it. Interesting. Okay. Personal files. And we've got a couple people popping in and out of the stream here. Be sure to say hello in the chat. Let me know you're here. It's always more fun when I've got people to talk to here. Personal files for Hiram Blythe. Memorandum titled Clear Blue Skies. Mood optimistic. Dare I say the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises, and have not interfered with initial broadcasts. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. All right. He just wants to live in his broadcast booth. I can kind of relate. Okay. Memorandum 2 titled Sneaky Sneaky. Mood. Sneaky. Had a near miss the other day. Nearly ended up with the board on my trail. We will mark that trial firmly in the failure category. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best methods. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmissions involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information-gathering associates know how to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data, and the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing Hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. Okay, and finally a third memorandum. Should have known, mood, furious. Pox it all, those imbecilic children, in their hatred of each other, Sanjar and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other all right, and me right alongside them. I should have never invited them to play, but what to do about it now? What to do indeed. Okay, and we have an option to begin broadcasting, which it specifically told us not to do, but let's go ahead and try. Authorized broadcaster, don't even try to pretend you're unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please return to milling about the break room and lamenting that internship in corporate arbitration you never finished. Or to override the lock on recording, simply enter your admin username and password in the command line. Oh, you can't? Maybe you should have been nicer to Val. So whoever was here before Hiram Blythe must have locked things out of the system. And we've got a little more loot. We'll grab all of that. Head back outside. And we'll get on our way. So tonight we're going to go meet Sanjar and learn about MSI. And we're going to meet the Iconoclasts. And hopefully we will complete the Radio Free Monarch quest. And that will unlock the previous DLC and should be ample progress to unlock the new one. So let's just take a quick look at our quest journal. So we've got to help the broker deal with MSI and the Iconoclasts. Broker can't deliver the location of the chemicals until you stop the Iconoclasts and MSI transmissions that are interfering with use of the tower. Sanjar Nandi leads MSI out of Stellar Bay, and Graham Bryant leads the Iconoclasts out of Amber Heights. Earning their favor might convince them to stop transmitting. Let's find out. Okay, we've got fast travel points now for both of those places, which is very handy, but I cannot fast travel while near hostiles. Okay. So we must have had some enemies respawn while we were in there. Finish looting. Tell you what, if you like looting, just for the sake of looting, this game does it well. Very satisfying feeling. And we'll climb the ladder. Now, we don't want to jump off of there. Or do we? Oh, we can jump off of here. Okay, I see. Jump right down there. Now the question... Oh, there's the... There's my hostile enemies.
Security patrol.
Joy. She has a name. Interesting. She's named. I wonder if she was associated with the Hudson, Joy. Huh. I wonder if they're associated with the the corporate compliance crew that we annihilated last night.
That's gotta hurt.
And let's use a
You got it, Captain.
companion attack. There we go. Uh-oh.
People.
Anybody else? Sounds like we've still got somebody else around. I still hear menacing music. There's Joy. You're running away from me. Why are you running away? Why are you running away, tough guy? Suffers from halitosis. Well, you know, you're named characters, and I would have loved to talk to you, but, you know, you just started shooting at me as soon as I walked out the door, so that wasn't an option. So now all of our hostiles are gone. Let's go ahead and head back to Stellar Bay. That's Devil's Peak. Fallbrook. Oh, there's Stellar Bay. Okay. We'll head over here and we'll meet Sanjar and see what we need to do to get him to turn off his broadcasts. Zeng's Emporium discovered. Zeng's Emporium. I'm not familiar with that. Is this new? There was a big update today that kind of prepped the game for the DLC. This was probably here the whole time.
The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's.
I'm
What can I
not
get
one
you?
of nobody's. I'd like to trade. Why not?
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Don't worry, I won't threaten you. If you tell me what to do, I might shoot you in the head. We've been there before, but let's see. Any interesting weapons? We've got plasma launchers. That's kind of cool. Hunting rifle ultra. I've already got one of those. A level 1 Spacer's Choice hatchet. No, we don't need that. Okay, nothing special there. Cap build style A with one-handed melee. I don't really need that. Defense skills, leadership skills, ranged weapon skills. Nope, don't have that. Feel like Napoleon Dynamite listing all that stuff. Just need to take on a Liger now. Dodge, two-handed melee. Don't need any of that. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Let's go ahead and sell her all our junk. And see if we've got any other clutter we can get rid of. Oh yeah, lots of clutter. Okay. Sell that. We'll sell that. Just kind of been picking up everything. And I definitely don't need all this stuff. So why not get some bits? That's the Long Ranger. We don't need that anymore, so we might as well sell it. Our new hunting rifle outclasses this. And John W's on. He says, yes, YouTube notified me. All right, that's awesome. Okay, Deadeye Assault Rifle. Already got one of those. Assault Rifle Ultra. Already got one. Got one. That we'll keep because that's unique, at least for now. And don't really need that. Flamethrower. Got plenty of those laying around. Okay, so we've cleared a lot of stuff there. And we don't need that. So yeah, now we're just getting rid of some inventory. Any kind of helmets, unless they have really good stuff, we really don't need. Stealth skills on that. I'm going to keep that just in case. Dialogue skills we'll keep just in case. That's junk. It's not a bad helmet, but we're sticking with our Moon Man helmets, but it has hack +5, so let's hold on to that. Melee weapon skills, don't need that. Fedora, clothing, determination. Don't need that. Okay, and here we've got engineering +15. Sneak +5, I guess we better hold on to both of those. Lockpick +5, yeah, we'll hold on to all that. Okay, good enough for me. We've got plenty of carry weight here, 104 out of 250, so no worries there. Let's go ahead and find Sanjar. All right, looks like we've got a couple of people popping into the stream now. That's good.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
We've got Celia and we've got Sanjar. Let's talk to Sanjar first.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
Yes, that's what drew me here.
Sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Oh my.
I've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Sounds like somebody needs a talk with HR. You're just a little inappropriate there, Sanjar. But okay, well, we've got a dumb dialogue option here. I guess I'll wait till you're done with your meeting then.
And a sense of humor, too. Did you hear that, Celia?
I heard it, sir.
But I'm sure you didn't come here to trade witticisms. No, you're here for business.
Me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Alcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be
They
positively
wouldn't be very
enraptured.
free, would they?
Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No, I've had a... Option 3. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I'm gonna stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional, erotic, and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Well, let's see here. So we've got some more options here. So it sounds like Sanjar is having some business troubles being isolated here on Monarch. What exactly are you hoping to accomplish? If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back? Sounds like a personal problem. I've got other concerns. Or we can leave the conversation completely. Well, yeah, so sounds like a personal problem. I've got other concerns.
What can I do for you?
Earlier you mentioned that you were having trouble with the other corporations. I need MSI to stop broadcasting your jamming Devil's Peak station. I have questions about MSI in the good old days. I met Grim, the landing pad guard. Oh, that's right. We can put in a good word for Grim here. Let's do that and see how that goes. Or maybe we can put in a bad word for him because, you know, Spaceman McRib and whatnot.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
That he did a bang-up job. Or we can say, that guy's a world-class moron. Well, this is the Maniacal Moron run, so... Sorry, Grim. That guy's a world-class moron.
He's not the brightest of minds, but he makes up for it with enthusiasm.
That's not what I would call it.
Still, I had him posted on the landing pad in hopes that he'd stay out of everyone's way. I'll see about additional training.
Well, the guy leading this corporation certainly seems much more sane and rational than Thompson did back in Edgewater. So I don't have an urge to put a bullet between his eyes yet. So he's got that going in his favor. Earlier, you mentioned that you were having trouble with the other corporations. I need MSI to stop broadcasting. Let's get a little backstory here. Earlier, you mentioned trouble with the other corporations.
With the whole board, as a matter of fact.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've
That's
kept
probably
ourselves
true.
in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Checking in on the chat here. Canaplex is here. Says, greetings, Fisty. Glad I could make it tonight. Migraine prevented me from watching last night. Well, I'm glad you're here tonight, and I presume that means you're feeling better, and that makes all the difference. So, welcome to the stream. I do hope you're feeling better. A day with a migraine is no fun for anybody. Okay, let's see here. Sanjar. And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by. Is that it? Or it sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it? I like that.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
I don't know about that. You make a good point. So what do you mean to do about it? Or that's a coward's answer. I kind of want to know what he means to do about it.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem. We ran into some of those. Fine, but how do you mean to do that? How long did it take you to figure out that you need to defend your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Notice how, I'm so used to Bethesda games, but notice how they crinkle the nose here a little bit in the animations, and it's stuck like that mid-conversation, which is a little awkward, but they put some effort into these animations. I like that. You'll have a powerful ally on the board. Okay, well, this Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
And because we have no intelligence, we cannot ask the question ordinance or ordnance. Ordinance being a rule and ordnance being explosives. Okay, so where do I find one? Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other part of your plan? I just want to know where to find it right now.
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Sounds like my kind of place. Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
ARMS. You're saying instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'm sure I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Or perhaps I could keep it. Because, you know, my hands are the wrong hands. Before I go, I need to ask you about something. Let's see if there's any other story for him to give us.
What can I do for you?
I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You think we're the problem? Have you even heard the nonsense Graham is spewing? It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
I'll deal with Graham. Right now, I'm talking to you.
My, you know how to take control of a situation, don't you?
Yes, I
It's
do.
warm in here. Is anyone else warm?
Oh,
What
my.
he means to say is that we won't need that frequency once we're able to get MSI restored to the board.
And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
Okay. Well, we might as well ask him a question about MSI in the good old days while we're here.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
And we have Alan Page in the chat. It's time to get fisty. Yes, it is. It is that time indeed. All right, so how did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1.
Okay. Terra 1 and Terra 2. I see the board put their best people on that one.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
Okay, that seems wise, but not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
So he doesn't quite see things the same way the other corporations do. He wants reforms. He wants a better environment for people working here. That's interesting. So how forward-thinking of you.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Here, here. That may not be the way the colony works, but it damn well oughta.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
So using the board's own tools against them. Clever.
That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
Yet here you are. I hope you gave them the finger. Guess you missed that transport, or let's discuss this another time. I hope you gave them the finger.
In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
Interesting. That's low, even for them. But why would they do that? Or you should have known you couldn't oppose them. No, they're a bunch of dirtbags. Takes one to know one.
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Okay. So I think we get the point here. So you used to work with Graham. Why not mention that earlier? Well, we don't actually know that yet. I don't see how we would know that. You don't seem to think much of Graham, who is the leader of the Iconoclasts.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
They sound pretty bad.
It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
So they are not fans of Graham. Well, apparently they used to work together. Let's find out what the deal is there.
Ah, so you've heard about our prior acquaintance.
No sense being coy about it. We're partners now, aren't we?
I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, I suspect he'd have quite the corporate career if he weren't so radical. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago, and we both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely.
All right, I think we get the point here.
What can I do for you?
I gotta go. We gotta go get that thing for him, and we want to talk to Celia.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What was that exchange about? Are you having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts? Well, that was stupid. Or, of course, our dumb dialogue. Wow, it must be expensive.
20 bottles worth adds up, that's for sure. You'd think Sebastian would give me a discount as much as I buy from him.
Dumb dialogue again. He should give you free bags at least.
Oh, I don't mind. I usually buy things one at a time. Gives me more chances to talk to him.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
John W. says Parvati is so awesome. She is. She's a great character. Let's see here. So her apartment is filling up with Raptidon parts, and the neighbors are complaining about the smell, all because she's got a crush on this guy. Let's see here. Maybe I can talk to him for you, or just ask him on a date. You seem like an attractive young lady. I can't imagine he would say no.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I could take care of that problem by shooting him in the nose, which would also, send the bullet through the rest of his face. I mean, do you need me to handle that for you? So I'm curious, though. What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Kind of like you, actually. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Well, she's certainly got a list of characteristics that she finds attractive. Okay, so you really want to be with someone you can't talk to? There are other fish in the sea, Celia. That's all I need to know. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There are other fish in the sea, Celia.
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
I'll talk to you later. Now, I do want to talk to her about
Has
the
she checked
toss
his
ball
badge yet?
poster.
What did he say?
Grim asked me to check with you about his toss ball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Okay, so there's another side quest we can tackle while we're here. Yeah, so I'll do that. Let's go. Let's go find Sebastian and tell him that this attractive young woman has a crush on him. Oh, we've got more lore we can probably sort through there. We're not going to worry about that right now. Let's go find Sebastian. Let's get these two hooked up, because there's XP in it for us. I might need to activate that quest. Bolt with his name. Star-Crossed Troopers? No. Task. Flowers for Sebastian. Okay, let's go find Sebastian. Canaplex says I can take care of that for you. I enjoy the dark humor. That is what we're all here for.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
That sounds like a very interesting line of work you're in, Sebastian. I cannot possibly understand what Celia sees in you, but apparently she likes you, so let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's
I'm
working
sure it's
okay,
working
because
great.
No one else really seems interested in this stuff.
I can't imagine why. She likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, I mean she really likes you.
And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canid hides. But you don't have to butter me up.
Wow, when she says she just doesn't know what's going on inside this guy's head, it's because there ain't much going on inside his head. You idiot, I'm trying to tell you she wants to date you.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand.
Uh-huh.
But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
She doesn't have any use for them either. Consider this a 748-bit advance against lost business. No, I'm not going to pay you to go out with her. She doesn't want a discount. He's attracted to you.
Nuh-uh. A lot of people think I'm not too bright, but you're not fooling me.
And those people would be right.
I know she can't get these goods anywhere else.
We can lie. Haven't you heard? Competition's moving to town. Persuade, don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount. Let's tell him a lie. Haven't you heard? Competition's moving to town.
You don't think she'd look elsewhere?
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Well, he is not the sharpest knife in the drawer, is he? But Celia wants to date him. Now she can. She can stop spending her entire paycheck on
Have you
Raptidon
talked to
acid.
Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He says he'll go on a date with you. I'm not entirely sure that he knows what a date is, or who you are, or what you might do on a date, or how to tie his own shoes, but he says he'll go with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts. Look, you've got your chance. Have fun and don't overthink it. All I know is that if you act this crazy, you'll send him running. Look, he likes you. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
I can solve that problem, too. Can't give you a back-to-work look if he doesn't have any eyeballs. See, it's really easy. I could just line it up like this. Can't hear him talking. You think you're tough waving that around? Huh? You challenging me, buddy? Huh? Eh? I could do it. I could do it right now. But I'm not going to do it yet. Okay. So, we completed a quest. We got another level up. Let's level up something useful. Okay. Hack. Lie. Lie's already getting pretty high with some of our companions. I think I want to get this up so we get more critical and weak spot or headshot and weak spot damage. So we'll get that to 60. And then heavy weapons I don't use. Handguns I don't really use. Determination. Inhaler heals you and your companions. Points available too. Let's go ahead and put them into... Oh no, I'm already at 27, so I can already... Oh no, that goes the whole thing. Let's put it in there anyway. Don't really have anything else to use an odd number for. Why not? And we can pick another perk, and we can upgrade our companions too. Alright, let's see here. So what perks do we want? More science weapon damage. Plus 30% damage while under 25% health. Uh-oh. We could be a bloodied build in the Outer Worlds. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. While that sounds cool, I don't think it's going to be all that useful. After killing an enemy, your weapon sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced to 0. That's kind of useful. Confidence, 1 perk point. There's something about blood and violence that helps you focus. That's not disturbing at all. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Now, that could be good. Increase your armor rating and skill bonuses. Ooh. 100% skill bonus boost? That could be good. Ranged attacks inflict -1 armor rating for 10 seconds. Reduced area of effect and plasma damage. More carry weight. I don't need any more carry weight. I think we've got plenty. 70% movement speed during TTD for 5 seconds. That could be cool. Melee damage. Nope. Detection radius of enemies if you're solo. That's not going to be helpful for me. Whenever you're affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage. Improvised weapons deal vastly more damage and degrade slower than usual. Toss ball equipment is not considered improvised. Yeah, I don't use any improvised weapons. 10% damage per subsequent hit. Okay. This effect is cumulative. Leaving TTD resets the damage increase, so for my Fallout 76 players out there, it's kind of like a tenderizer. I think... No, I don't want to do that. We don't have a way to just stay under low health in this game, so that's no good. I think we're going to go with this one. 10% armor rating and 100% skill bonus. That sounds pretty good to me. We might need that at some point. We'll apply that, and now we'll upgrade our companions. Nyoka. 100% location discovery experience. Showtime damage. Increase the damage dealt by this companion for a short time after performing their ability. Companion ability damage. Ranged weapon reload speed. I think our best bet here is just to give her a little more health so she doesn't die. And how about Parvati? What do we have for Parvati? When Parvati performs her ability, recharge some of your TTD meter. Well, that could be cool. When Parvati is in the party, you and your companions take reduced damage from robots. That's good. Okay. Yeah, let's roll with that. Robots can be pretty nasty. Okay, good enough. And we'll be able to upgrade other companions when we go back to the ship. That's good enough for now. So now we need to go on this quest for Sanjar. All right, and that means, which one do we need here? Is that long distance? No. Bolt with his name. That's what we need. Get into the arms building. Optional, wipe any terminals in the building. Okay, which way do we go? This way. So we'll find some things to kill along the way, I'm sure.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Someone's been killed?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Stay away from me, then. Pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Alrighty then, let's go in here. Let's find the apartment on the lower right.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Really?
Even
just-
Stellar Bay ain't safe these days.
He just told us there was a dead body in here. Well, you're surprised by the dead body that he told us was here. Okay, whatever works for you. Okay, so we've got a notepad here. Let's go ahead and loot quickly. Because, you know, that's what we do. You're dead. You're not going to need any of this stuff anymore. Okay, so we've got this. We've got the dead body. So we've got a victim here that doesn't give us a chance to examine the victim. We've got a notepad here. Let's read that. Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. Okay. And we have a bag. Hastily packed suitcase. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. Okay. Search the apartment for clues. Looks like we did that. Investigate left field tossball betting. So that's cool. We got ourselves a little unmarked quest here. I can dig that. And now we'll go find left field tossball betting. But I think we need to activate the quest. Yes. Yes, we do. Okay. Well, no, we've already talked to you. You're that creepy old lady that wants to pinch my cheeks or something. Okay. Left field tossball betting, here we are. The World's Championship, Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacer's Chosen. That's cool. Let's take a look at some of this. I don't remember ever doing this. Specially enhanced design for increased blood bone spatter. Tossball stick and blocker available now with a lifetime contract. Kieran and Cameron Frazier. First back, second back. Tigers players promising to be one of the most thrilling and bloodiest matchups of all time. The Darlings. Rizzo's Rangers versus Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Oh, they've even got logos and everything. That's cool. I hope in the new DLC we get to actually see a tossball game. I think that would be fun.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
Catching up in the chat here. Cirque's here. He says hello. Hello, Cirque. How you doing? We're having fun here so far. Just digging into the quest a little more. Let's see here. I can say all the teams are pretty great. I can lie and say I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me? I'm not here to chat about teams. Who has time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks? Well, if I had to pick a team, I think it might be the Hammersmith Thunder, just because that's a cool name. Let's lie. I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me?
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you?
Absolutely.
But what are you doing on Monarch?
Dumb dialogue. Here we go. Coach said I needed to practice hitting things. There's lots of things to hit on Monarch, right?
That's for sure. Just mind you, don't let them hit you back. So, what can I do for you?
You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions?
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay, so nothing we can really do about that until we clear the airwaves. Found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
What do his teeth have to do with anything?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Dumb dialogue option. I don't think there's a right person to owe money to. How's that a dumb dialogue option? That's pretty smart.
Ain't that the truth? But Elijah and his buddies are mean, and they'd been pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
I'll make them pay.
Good. Someone's gotta. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
All right, so sounds like we've got to go eliminate some troublemakers. That sounds like the kind of task for Spaceman McRib.
Oh, it does work.
And I think I have to go
What would you
around
like in
this
Edgewater?
way.
I hear you workers were on the clock every available
Maybe
moment.
not.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hands of the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
So that's one of the other cool things with this game. Your companions have witty banter between each other. Okay, so there's the bad guys. How do we get back there? I don't know if I can talk to them or not. We just go through here.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
It ain't your alley either. Achilles says, hey, Fisty, how's it going? It's going good, Achilles. So we have an option here. We can talk to these people or we can just murder them. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
It's not that much of a secret.
Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
In that case, I should get going. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
We can just attack. We can say, fine, let's just forget this ever happened. Or intimidate. I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
We can intimidate again. You've bullied people long enough. You know what's good for you. You'll clear out and never come back. Or we can attack. Just that I'm going to enjoy this. Well, I thought maybe there'd be a way to side with them and make trouble. Apparently there's not. So I don't really want to just talk them into leaving. Let's kill them. But that gun is a little slow for that. Whacking me upside the head with a tossball stick.
Here goes nothing.
There's Parvati's attack.
No hard feelings, okay?
Uh-oh, we hurt our reputation with Sublight Salvage doing that. Oh well. We're not really here to boost our reputation. And I don't mind stealing stuff back here. We're undetected. All right, let's head back over to... Oh, and I guess we're going to tell Sanjar we dealt with that.
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Okay, then. So I guess we're going to tell Sanjar that we eliminated those guys.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
I don't know about that.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
I've taken care of it. The killers are dead.
But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters.
Well, we've got some options here. Something to be said for that. Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. Maybe I could have gotten their statements if they hadn't been ready to kill me. Well, that's a lie. Yeah. Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands.
Celia, I do hope you're taking notes. I've got to remember some of these quips.
Indeed, sir.
Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
All right, back to the matter at hand. We need to go get the bolt. And I think we can probably just fast travel to go where we need to go. So there's where, no, that's where we're going. No, that's not where we want to go. We need to go out the other door. Okay, so we're just going to run out of town. Stellar Bay Ruins North. That's where we're going. Okay. And I thought this was kind of a nice touch on the signs here.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
So I thought this was a nice touch. You have the sign here. It says Terra 1 on the back, and it's been covered up with the new Stellar Bay sign. And it looks like we've got some Raptidons. One down. Two down.
That's the last of them.
That's it, huh? Okay. Just about to use their special attack, but didn't need to. And I think we've got some more down here. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Hit. Don't mess with us.
Okay, nothing we can't handle. And we see some more. Let's go ahead and take care of... Oh, you're closer. Uh-oh, missed.
Let's go!
Not supposed to miss.
I see him there!
To shreds, you say?
All right. Taking care of business there. And we might have... Yep, we got one more here.
Okay, here we go!
Nice work.
Ooh, you're moving quick. But now you don't have a head. You're not going anywhere now. All right, so we're getting close to where we need to be. Do a little looting. And we've got a workbench there too. And there's a bed we could sleep in. I know there is like a survival difficulty, but I'm not really interested in playing that. That just makes gives us a chance to kill our companions, really. All right, we want to break things down. Don't have anything to break down. Okay. Well, fine. We'll just leave then. Okay, so where are we headed next? Over this way. There's the ARMS building. Any other enemies around here? I think there's a Raptidon out here. Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, still reloading.
Which one's mine?
And a couple more. Oh. My companion ability buttons are taking a little bit of work to get pushed here. Ty in the chat says hi again. How you doing, Ty?
I am a sword.
Yeah, we got a little health on you yet. Goodbye to you. Whoa, that one came out of nowhere. Okay, so now we're clear. We can head into the arms building. Oh, we need the key. Or we can just pick the lock. Let's take a look around here. If I remember correctly. Yes. Arms building key. Dead iconoclast. Leaded armor. Alright, so we've got that, and when we get in here, there might be another use for that key, if I remember correctly. Okay, we're in. We can loot. It's a little dark and purpley in here. It's a little strange, but okay. And here's a terminal, and there's some bit carts on the floor. Use terminal. Okay, welcome to the Archives, Records, and Miscellaneous Storage. Okay, that's what ARMS stands for. It's not ARMS as in armaments. It is ARMS, as in corporate bureaucracy. All right, view executive reviews. Executive review for Sanjar Nandi. Sanjar has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and/or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend unbecoming in upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits suggest a preoccupation with details, and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, and idea generation. Return to root. And we have a couple other executive reviews here. So Sanjar doesn't sound like he was all that well liked at his company, which kind of makes some sense that he got rid of them all. Okay. So Graham Bryant, executive review, restricted file. And we can hack that and spoof the login credentials. Graham's understanding of product messaging and branding is impressive, especially for a relatively low-level editor. has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. Recommend further supervision. So Graham is the leader of the iconoclasts. It makes sense that he would be good with slogans and things like that and have some subversive undertones. Executive review, Dora Erickson. Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentations supported by catchy slogans. Her delegation skills are also top-notch. She can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Recommend for promotion. So she has all the characteristics that a corporation loves. At least a corporation in Halcyon. So now we can delete these, which was an optional requirement, or we could just leave them there. I don't know why we'd want to leave them there, but I also don't know why we'd want to delete them, other than to probably get more XP. But we've read them, so we know what's in them. Let's go ahead and delete them. Okay. And exit terminal. Now we need... get upstairs somehow. I don't know, looks like we can just jump over the crates. A lot of money laying around here. All right, looks like we're starting to get some people filling into the stream here. Hello to everyone on this fine Tuesday evening.
Huh? Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots?
Dumb. Law help me, it's a talking door.
Hey! Watch what you're calling a door, hullhead.
Pretty sure that's an intercom, Captain. See? There's a button. It says intercom.
There's more than one of you? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
I need to get into that room, but maybe I'll let you starve first.
Rude? I'll have you know, I can go for whole days without a snack. I'll be here if you change your mind, on account of I can't do anything else.
All right, fine, I'll let you out.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
We could attack and say, with the trouble you caused me, you're dying here. Well, she didn't really cause me any trouble. You sure you're okay to travel? Normally, when you help someone, they give you something for their trouble.
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
A heaping helping of appreciation and respect. Lie. By being saved by me, you entered into a non-negotiable contract. You now owe recompense. Give me something or I'm stuffing you back in there. Can't buy ammo with appreciation and respect. Surely you have something on you, or put in a good word for me with the iconoclasts and we'll call it even. Well, that's probably the most sensible thing to do, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and use our lie skill.
Ah, shit. I wouldn't have agreed to be saved if I'd known that. All right, here.
Too bad. All right. You sure you're okay to travel?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, mister.
You wouldn't have agreed to be saved by me. You didn't agree to be saved by me. I just did it. And then shook you down for money. That's the intercom again. And there's the Bolt 52 cartridge. Okay, so now we got to go back to Sanjar, I'd imagine. Yep. All right, let's go back to Sanjar.
I don't know what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, all right? I ain't gonna bite.
All right, let's head back into Sanjar now.
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found your review on a terminal in the arms building. Give him the Bolt 52. I found the cartridge and deleted that data for you. Let's hold the data over his head because, you know, we read it.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Well, sorry it was already open. You could have told me what was on that terminal, or yeah, you sent me into a Raptidon-infested mess to clean up after you.
I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty pathetic.
Please, I can't think about this right now. Celia, schedule 30 minutes of inconsolable weeping later today.
I'll pad it out with an extra 15, sir.
Now, was there something else you need?
I found the cartridge and deleted that data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
I don't think this will fit in any of my guns.
See, Celia? He gets it. I told you he would.
So you did, sir.
The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation.
What does the Bolt 52 do exactly?
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Uh-huh. Yes, finally the board will get their comeuppance. Spare me the details and just tell me what comes next. Let me guess, a paperweight. So you do want to go against the board. Don't be ridiculous. Spare me the details and tell me what's next.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
You killed it, Sanjar. Just get on with it. It kind of spoils the effect if you have to ask. Promise me that once I've helped you with this, MSI will stop its broadcasts.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Sanjar, you sly dog.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Perhaps she could. I do know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Watch it with the you people.
Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Executions are what I do best. Oh, that's not what you said. If you're looking for a corporate presence, I met some mercenaries affiliated with C3.
I'm sorry, who?
C3, Corporate Compliance Crew. A bunch of jackasses stationed at Devil's Peak. Dumb. Maybe it was C3. C3. Well, we gotta go with the dumb dialogue.
Oh, that's C3. They're hardly a corporation. More like a jumped-up band of thugs with certain pretensions.
And they're dead
The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers. Anti-Cleos, Spacer's Choice, UDL, someone of that caliber.
Not that we don't appreciate your diligence.
Okay, well, now we know what we've got to do. We've got to go to Fallbrook and meet Catherine. And get some data and learn about whether or not there's any other corporations running around here. Let's just check our journal. No, that's what we want. Okay. All right, so we just got to keep doing the faction quest. That we can do. We need to go to Fallbrook. I don't think I have fast travel marker for Fallbrook. Or do I? I do. Look at that. We can head straight there. JT in the chat says, I just got the game and know nothing about it. I want to do a charismatic build. Does anyone have advice? I assume you're talking about the Outer Worlds. And if it's charismatic build, then you want to focus on your companions and speech and dialogue. So I would just focus, if we look at your skills, focus on dialogue, boost that up. Look for clothing items that boost that as well. And then you can also do your leadership. Now, I didn't do a lot with leadership, but if you're going to focus on getting your companions to do most of everything for you, you can boost that way up. And there are speech checks and things that go along with that. Under perks, there are also perks you can take that boost your companion skills and things like that too. So really just a matter of playing around and seeing what works for you.
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret, I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
All right, we'll head into Fallbrook. And this has one of my one of the more memorable side quests in the game in it. JT says, okay, sweet. I really appreciate you taking the time to show me and helping me. I'm definitely going to start watching you. Awesome. Well, thank you for that. So Fallbrook has one of my favorite views in the game. There's the gas giant, these big trees.
Time for a round of whist.
Better
Or a
for
round of whiskey.
down
Or
here.
both.
Because you really have the
I don't like
perspective
the way
of
folks are looking at me, Captain.
living in this place
Sandwich.
under
Maybe I
the
should
shadow of
stand
that
a little closer
big
to
gas giant. It's so cool. Mortimer Bell. Let's meet Mortimer Bell.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Lilia sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breathe. It's okay. Just point me toward Ms. Malin. Do you know where Catherine is or not? Or you're useless, and yes, that's going in my report. Well, we are being a maniacal moron, so let's be a little bit maniacal. You're useless, and that's going in my report. Fortunately, we already have a quest marker telling us where to go. So Fallbrook is an interesting place. It's run by the Sublight Corporation, and it's kind of an off-world place you can go for nefarious fun. Drugs, booze, hookers, all that stuff is here. Gambling. Nelson Mason. Let's meet Nelson.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Well, that's awfully kind
Indeed.
of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink at me instead of actually winking?
Don't believe I did. No? Wink. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Mm-hmm. Let me guess. We pocket the half you save? That is a genius idea. Or lie, that is a stroke of sheer brilliance.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
We can persuade if our persuasion is 134. Make it 35 plus a sample of the goods and you got a deal, wink. Yeah, persuasion is not that high. No, it's not. I'd be happy to help. Not like I have anything better to do. Before I agree to this, I want some questions answered.
Hit me. I won't even hit back.
Punch him in the eye.
Ow! What was that for?
This is great. You told me to hit you. Or 2, wink at me one more time. I dare you.
No, I wouldn't dream of it, really. Wink.
Punch him in the other eye.
Ow! Oh, for the love of... I thought we were joking! If this swell's shut, I swear I'll... Nothing. I am not gonna do nothing. Don't punch me again. Please and thank you.
Lilia sent me to meet with Catherine Malin.
Wow. You're either an extremely important person or slated for a slow and torturous death. I do hope it's the former. Either way, you'll find Miss Catherine Malin straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
Where should I start looking for your missing sprat carriers?
I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the waterfall. Ought to check there first. Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs for yourself.
I already had that idea. Okay, fine. I'm happy to help. Not like I have anything better to do.
Was that sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
All right, so basically he told us to go ahead and steal his drugs. Did I just hear a phone ringing? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so the people here, the patrons, are usually Byzantium residents, rich people who come here to kind of slum it with the peasants. Do their drugs and gamble their money. And nobody's in here. So Catherine Malin is going to be back over here. We can go meet her.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? The boss lady told me to take the night off.
Nope. I'm beat. Just got back from delivering to that house with the strange family.
The ones that always smell like raw meat and got splotches of blood on them?
Yep. Oddest thing. They started ordering cans of Borstwurst, but only if they come from the C&P factory.
Ah,
Makes you
C&P
wonder what the
factory.
secret ingredient is.
Hey.
You gonna tell me about this? Guess not. Okay. Malin's House of Hospitality. Let's go meet Catherine.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
All right, we can use charm. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of mantid dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine.
Yes, you will.
But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Okay, so we've got a few options here. I'd like a room, need a hand for hire. Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch. The boss sent me, you oaf. Actually, I'm the fixer. For your sublight problem? Consider with that.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders.
Not much of one.
Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Okay. I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
All right. Dumb dialogue option. Don't worry, I kill bugs dead.
Shall I inscribe that on your tombstone?
Yes, please.
Now, After you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills, or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Okay, good thing we've got an engineer. Parvati will handle it.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
Okay. Easy as eating a cysty pig pie.
Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I just kill him.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
What if I decide to sabotage the factory instead?
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good to me.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay. So we can go get an ID for our holographic shroud, but I still want to talk to her.
Clive? I do hope you gave him my
Clearly,
regard.
this is the corporation operating here, but I want to talk to you about something else.
Sure.
Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch. She's probably going to tell me about the whole same thing.
It. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Okay, so that's a whole other thing. Lie 134 might be that I know a lie when I hear one. You're leaving something out. Well, we'll check it out.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
Okay, that's enough for now. Okay, so we've got to go to the Borst factory. Can we access that? Well, not without hacking it right in front of her. And that we don't want to do. So we've got to go to the Borst factory for her. But to progress our quest, we just need to do... We just need to go find her people. And that, where do we go for that? Albrook Crossroads, so not far from here. We'll just head right out there. John W. says the face models of many of the characters are too similar. Not sure if I like that or not. that is definitely something I noticed. It's not just the face models, it's the voice actors too. There's a lot of repetition there, and on one hand, while I notice it and find it at least mildly irritating, I also understand that they were on a tight budget with the game. So when you're on a tight budget with the game, you know, if you have to skimp on something, I'd rather you skimp on purely aesthetic stuff like that than story content.
Die on my watch, kid.
Uh-oh. Alright, well that's not going to be fast enough, is it? Neither is that. This isn't ideal either, but... Okay, we got to get out of here. We are on fire. Not an ideal weapon choice here, but DPS is high enough to get the job done.
Got it. Heads down.
Okay, where are we going? We got some dead raiders. Weston Sloan. Who
Hello
are you?
there. A word, if I may be so bold?
Sure.
Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Sure, show me what you have. Really, I just want to sell you junk. That'll take care of that. But I might as well look at his weapons. Nothing I need. Anti-riot gear. Long guns +7. Huh. Only 373 bits. Let's grab that. That might be good. Okay. We're good there. We have a... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! I accidentally hit the auto walk button. Oh, game. Achilles 377 says aim for the orange sack thingy. Oh, wow. Really? It brought me all the way back here? Okay. Oh, well, that was frustrating. All right, so now we need to... I'm going to make sure I quick save a little more often. We'll need to go through the mantisaurs. Actually, I don't think that was the right way.
Here we go. That won't work. We're not getting through. That's gotta hurt.
that special ability.
Covering you!
All right, they're all clear.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Not quite all clear. Orange sack thingy, huh? Oh, there's the weak spot. Okay, I see.
Here goes nothing.
Look at that. There's one dead Manta Queen. All right, quick save, just in case we decide to run off the edge of the bridge again.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold. Well, now, here I thought... Name... Care
Yeah,
to
we've
purchase
already
a
talked
thing
to
or
you,
two?
so we don't need to go through that again. Show me what you got. We're going to buy that. Sell all our junk. Okay. And this time we're not going to plunge to our deaths running off the bridge. John W. says, a tip for when you play Dead Space, aim at the yellow sack thingies. Zerk says, watch out for that bridge. Yep. And this cliff. Okay, so I clearly did not go the right way. Yeah, there's no, I don't think there's any happy way down here. Or is there? All right, F5. We're gonna quick save. Sometimes these just kind of skip you right off the edge of them. Okay, we made it down. There's a cave.
What happened here? We ought to be quick about this.
Dead Marauder. Strangely dressed Marauder. Sublight Thug. Another Sublight Thug. What do we have here? Examine. Damaged auto-mechanical loader. Trail of blood leads away from the autoloader. So we're going to need to follow the trail of blood. Is that this? Where's the trail of blood? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's some pretty faint blood spatter. Another dead Marauder. And here's that cave. Ah, transition to the smuggler tunnel. Okay, now we're getting somewhere interesting. We need to take these things out. Uh-oh. Missed one. Sprats. Dead sprats from being exploded. Maybe we got to go around this way. Don't see anything to explode here. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. And we've got a nice little setup here with what looks like an injured sublight thug.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
Bullets. I got moves.
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas.
Yes, so do I.
What are you doing out here anyway?
You got one of those cool jackets I want. Let me take a look at your wounds. What's with all the traps? I want to know what happened here. Catherine told me some of her couriers went missing out here.
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Get to the part where you're hiding in a cave.
Marauders were waiting for us. They blew the bridge and took off with the shipment.
Where'd the Marauders go?
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
You didn't really tell me what I wanted to know, so, sorry. Sorry, buddy. You were supposed to tell Arthur's will. I'm getting this all down in case I don't make it out of here. Marauders hit us at the bridge. They knew we'd be here. Looks like they came from the hill to the west. One wore lab tech scrubs. Last I saw, some of them were headed back that way. I hope whoever finds this tracks them down and makes them pay. Speaking of paying, this definitely qualifies for triple hazard pay. So make sure that money gets to my mama on Terra 2. Tell her she always did right by me. My lucky pistol goes to Liana. Always thought she was a fine lady. Tell Wesley it was me. He'll know what you mean. And tell Catherine I hope she squeezes this fucking client for all they're worth, assuming there's anything left of them. All right, we'll take that. It's not a unique Inferno scythe, so we'll just leave it be. Ooh, 250 bits.
Great work.
No, I don't want to sleep. Why would I want to do that? Okay, so now we need to head back to Catherine. Or no, we need to go look for... Marauders came from a location up on the hill west of the bridge. That's where we need to go. We'll just jump that. We'll head back on outside. Go get those Marauders. Okay, and 213 meters up this way. Better reload, just in case. Uh-oh, more mantisaurs. Your attack, Parvati. Sometimes you really gotta mash the button down to get them to use their attack. Okay.
uncomfortable.
And I would like to save these guys, but I've yet to find a way to do it. So if we have to just whack the raiders, that's what we'll do. Okay. The scientists are still alive. For now. But I've yet to successfully... And I tried. In my last playthrough, I think I spent like 2 hours trying to get through here and have these scientists alive, and it just didn't happen. I'm going to try, though. I don't think there's anybody else up there. You need to come out. Or not.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
We gotta get over there, Captain. Maybe they're still alive.
Yeah, there's just no way. I'm pretty sure that's scripted. Because there was no Marauder up there to talk to them. I'm fairly certain of that. Okay. Ooh, 250 more bits.
Nicely done.
Okay. Just want to take a look here. Yeah, there's nobody else around here, so I don't know who blew them up. But I don't think anybody was up here to do it. Alright, we're going to head on inside. First, we're going to repair all of our gear. And let's go ahead and break down some stuff we're not using to replace some of those parts. Same with armor. I did want to see here, so sneak +7, and I'd gotten that other armor. Long guns +5. It's better than what I have. Let's go ahead and put that on. Why not? Okay, what else can I scrap here? Can scrap that. Ranged weapon spread -10. That's a pretty good helmet, but we don't need it. All right, good enough.
They'll never see us. Here they come! Everyone all right?
All right, I think that's the end of them. Oh, we got some creepy research going on here. Plenty of loot laying around, and the UDL Lab Weapons Terminal keycard. Let's grab that. I'm sure that does something interesting. Anybody else alive down here? Doesn't look like it. Dead scientist. Some kind of research project. that just takes us back outside. And what do we have in here? Locked. Well, if it's locked, we need to find a way to unlock it, don't we? Cousin Todd says, hello, Fisty and all. Looks like no notes for me tonight again. Nope, not tonight, Todd. All right, we can use the terminal. Ah, we found another science weapon. This terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with S-564 clearance. If you are reading this without S-564 clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action, including but not limited to fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in a UDL-authorized incarceration center for up to 349 months, and a personal letter from Chairman Rockwell expressing his extreme disappointment. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8% degree of accuracy, so you should still feel very ashamed. So we can use some look at research data. Oh, we've got a few logs here. Research log 14. Early results are promising. We've managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a catchier name, though. Note, I told Pal we're not calling the project Sticky Bits, but he refuses to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are practically frictionless. Research log 57. Pal and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which should be good, but their trials seem to involve covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in gloop and launching expensive equipment at them. I'm going to have a talk with them. Research log 58. Someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. And research log 143. Chastity used the gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She said it was a mistake, but this is the third time she's made the same mistake, and she managed to cover the door panel with the stuff. Damn thing's been going haywire ever since. Do you know how hard it is to clean gloop? Chastity doesn't, because every time I pull out the latex and solvent, she remembers she's got actual work to do. From now on, I'm locking the damn gun up. And we are going to unlock it. To confirm that you are an authorized Universal Defense Logistics Security Specialist, please answer the following questions. Question 1. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium, and vile dissidents attack the building. What is your priority? We can hack and override, but our hack probably isn't high enough. Actually, it should be. Let's back out of here. Where's our hack at? I thought it was high enough. It's at 50, but, aha, I've got special clothing. I know one of these gives me better hacking. Is it this one? No, that's lockpick. Oh, maybe it's not hacking. Maybe it was lockpicking. Hack +5. There we go. All right, we're going to have to get out of uniform for a minute here. There we go. We can override with the chairman's login. Please enter password dumb1234. Use of prototype crowd suppression weapon GL009 has been authorized. Okay, so we've got ourselves another science weapon. Let's take a look at it here. Oh, we better get back in uniform. So the gloop gun. The development of this weapon was halted when one of the scientists working on it was killed by marauders, and the remaining team realized that no one understood her portion of the work, how the gloop is produced, how it counteracts gravity, and how it creates and conducts electricity is unknown. Okay, well, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and equip someone with that. Let's give that to... Parvati's got the shrink ray. Let's give it to Nyoka. We'll let her use that for a little bit, see how that goes. And did we get what we need out of here? Okay, from Arthur you learned that the marauders... Maybe the scientists could provide testimony. Never mind. Follow up with Catherine Mallon. Okay, recover proof. So we still need to recover proof here. And I guess that's where? Is that outside? Are we looking for the corpse of one of those scientists? Here's another door. That's just a bathroom. Here we go. Here's a terminal. This should give us some information. Couple of bypass shunts here just in case we can't get in. Terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel. Blah, 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 blah. Research data. Project Lorem Ipsum shall result in a potent, mostly non-lethal crowd control gas for use against rioting. For those who are unaware, Lorem Ipsum is what is commonly in stock documents and Microsoft Word templates and things like that. You refill in the text. Rich sulfur pockets make Monarch a prime site for testing and experimentation. Early results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disavows all knowledge of and responsibility for Lorem Ipsum. All data in this report is considered proprietary knowledge of UDL. Transfer files to external tape. So there we go. We've got the evidence we need for Sanjar. And alternate project titles. Let's look at that. Access restricted by user. Let's hack it and log in. If Valdez wants a better title, see how she likes these. She's going to be furious if she ever finds this list, and I'm not covering for you. Make sure these are good and hidden. Names for the new project. Thunderdog. Eggs Mayhem. Skunk Parade. Fuck you, Valdez. I want my raise. And messages from N. Sanders. Ms. Valdez just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into, so the data's coming in, but this place smells awful. The only local we've had to make contact with is this sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't ask questions, but I'm pretty sure she's gouging us, and we're all getting sick of expired cysty bits. Message 2 from R. Valdez. Sanders, it's supposed to smell awful. That's the point. And I don't care what sublight is charging us as long as it keeps your presence there quiet. If word gets out, we're going to spend the rest of our lives in corporate re-education seminars. I don't want to hear from you again until you have a working formula. Once we've got that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to Byzantium and live on cacao ribs for all I care. Okay, and one more. And come up with a better name for the project. Something flashy and catchy, but that the rest of management will take seriously. Maybe Waterloo or Danger Burn. I'm so sick of my boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my reports. Okay, return to root. Anything else here? Nope. Exit. Very good. Okay, and... Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Oh well, doesn't matter. We've got plenty of Adreno for that, so no harm done. So now we can return to Sanjar with the data cartridge. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go into Stellar Bay.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Well, some relationships are definitely going to last, like Celia and that dumb guy who sells Raptidon parts. They are destined for greatness.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found a data cartridge with details of UDL's secret experiments.
Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
Give him the UDL data, here you go. Not so fast. What are these reformations you're talking about? Reformations? What, are you going to reformat everyone's files? Oh, did I say I had a data cartridge? That's just what I call my left nut.
That seems unnecessarily complicated.
It's actually very funny, sir.
Now I'm confused. Do you have evidence against UDL or not?
Yeah, sure, here you go.
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Mighty big of you. Suppose we'll have to see if Graham's able to do the same.
Believe me, you've got your work cut out for you there. Was there anything else?
No, I gotta go. Well, Graham, we can either convince him, or we can just wipe out the iconoclasts. I don't know what I want to do there yet. So that is the next part of our journey here. Let's take a look. Radio Free Monarch. So we've got to go there. And if we look at our map, yep, next stop is Amber Heights. But before we head over there, we've been streaming now for a little over 2 hours. I'm going to get up and stretch the legs and move around for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to go at least 3 hours total tonight. We're going to see how far we get into this quest. If it looks like I'll be able to complete it in under 4 hours, we'll probably get the whole way through it. If not, then we might cut it a little bit earlier, but we'll see. For now, do feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Give me just a moment here, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes.
So what's the plan?
If I'd known we were set to lounging, I'd have recommended a bar.
Okay, and we are back. And tonight, I am even going to remember to turn off the Be Right Back screen. Look at that. See, I'm getting better at this every time. Okay, so now we've got to go to Amber Heights. Let's head over there, and we'll meet the iconoclasts. Raptidon head anatomy. Interesting stuff. Okay. Miracle on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm heroic. Yep. Iconoclast quartermaster vendor discovered.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have? I don't want a pamphlet anyway. Just tell me who you are.
That paper they use makes excellent kindling, you know. If they ever get more, you ought to grab some.
What? Nyoka? That's why you wanted so many? You said you were just spreading the word. While you keep rude company, you're welcome all the same. We're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems? What about raptidons or marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
I'm here to talk to someone about your broadcasts. One big happy family, huh? I'm just looking for work. Do you have a boss or a leader or something? I got it. Hey, before you go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him? That's right. We're looking for little Tucky, whose mommy was missing him and is very concerned that he met a variety of gruesome deaths on his way to Amber Heights.
The new boy. Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Okay, well, while we're here, we might as well go find little Tucky. But before we do that, we'll see the quartermaster. See if he's got anything interesting for sale.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Emporium, huh? I'm Old Man McRib. You run a store out here?
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
A quartermaster for the iconoclasts?
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting. Hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do.
Fair enough. Let's trade. Or, well, no, let's see if we get a side quest out of him. Anything you need help with?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Wow, things are really falling apart around here.
That's one way to look at it. Another is, those are the only things in this whole fucking town that are broke. Maybe we appreciate that.
Mister, there's something I've been wondering since we got here. How do you protect your wires from sulfuric degradation?
Oh, easy. Most of the wildlife here seems to tolerate the sulfur. So we wrap our copper in wrapped bits. Hides, tongues, whatever's pliable.
That's creative. All right, if I get the chance to fix things up, I'll update you. So maybe there is a use for Sebastian's products that he finds. A use better than piling them up in your apartment so you have an excuse to go talk to the guy.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Where's this terminal?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Okay, thanks for the tip. All right, I'll let you know if I get 8. I guess if I get 8, I won't let him know, will I?
What are you buying?
But I do want to check out his inventory here. What do we have for sale? Any interesting weapons? Hunting rifle ultra still. That's what we already have. So not really anything great here. Armor, we've got some... We've got a vented Mark III helmet. Wide-brimmed hat. Another thing for hacking. I've already got eyewear for hacking. I don't really need that. Lock-picking. I've got something for lock-picking already. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Yeah, don't really need anything he's got here. Let's go ahead and sell our junk. And let's see if we can find this terminal he's talking about. Oh, we didn't do Sprat Kings. Oh, we'll go back and do that later. This one, if we have high enough hacking skills, we might be able to just do this. Let's go ahead and put our hacking goggles on. Or hacking spectacles on. And do I have any clothing that boosts that? Stealth skills are the ones that boost it. It's long guns. Defense skills, dialogue skills. Ranged. I might not have anything. There they are. Let's go ahead and put that on. That should boost our hacking a good bit. Yeah, we're up to 70. So that's not bad. And we might have...
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
Okay, let's go find this terminal. So he said up the hill to the left for the terminal. Let's go look for that. Maybe we can do this remotely and not have to run all over the place. That's not a terminal. Is it? Oh, these are the pipes. Oh, we have a data pad to examine. Let's check that out. Recipe list. Handwritten list of recipes. One stands out from the rest. Raptidon brains. Clean and boil brains. Let dry. preferably under a spore tree. Season with sugar, AC, nutmeg, and paprika. Boil and filter a ladle of taro blood. Soak brains overnight. Cook 10 to 15 minutes on a low fire. Well, that sounds absolutely not delicious. All right, so we need to find this terminal. Maybe it's in here. There's a terminal. Okay, your terminal's out of storage, but if you break this one, things are going to go tits up around here. Anyone else, as long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear work orders out whenever you can. Oh, Huxley, stay off this machine. All right, steam coming out of the roof. Engineering 55, remotely reroute the water. Yes, please. Okay, one task down. Arcing electricity at the bar. Ooh, science isn't high enough. Remotely shut off the power grid. Maybe we'll have something we can put on to do that. Let's look at the rest of them here. Haven't heard from the Wrapped House. Hack 55, remotely reset the Wrapped House's communications. There's 2 down. Medical examiner's residence, door sealed. Engaged remote force door lever operation. Okay, so I guess that's 3 of 4. And here's a Dear Diary entry. Description from Huxley, the girl we saved at from the arms building. Description: ha ha. Hey Zora, figured out how to add work orders. Dear Diary, eat it. Hux. Okay, we're gonna erase that work order. Work order marked as resolved and purged from the system. We still got to deal with this. Can we get our science up to 55? Ooh, we leveled up too. Okay, well, that gives us an opportunity to get our science up to 55. Where are we at here? Science is only at 40. So, while I don't really want to boost that, why not? Let's do it. We can always respec later if we want to. Okay, apply. And we still need 5 more, so do we have anything that will boost that? So tech skills would be science. See if we have any clothing that'll boost that up. I bet we do. Sneak +5. Engineering +15. Dialogue, long guns, persuade. Tech skills +5. There we go. Remotely shut off the power, going to the bar's side panels. All right, we've completed that. Good, good, good. And let's go put some better armor on. Which one were we doing? Was it this one? No. Ooh, MSI Elite Armor, ranged weapon skills +5. Let's roll with that. At least for now. Okay, so now we can return to Branson and let him know that that's done.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
Except for all the dead critters. Oh, and here's a data pad we can check out. Request list. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't been fulfilled. Zora, Force Melt Bright Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17. Huxley, Anticleo's Wrapped Be Gone, also may not actually exist. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. It sounds like she needed that. Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives. Okay.
Always manage to find a bottle or 2 of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Don't spoil it.
What are you buying?
All right, we're going to let you know that we fixed all your stuff.
I'll be damned. Thanks for doing that. Here. Zora sets aside a bit or 2 for people who help out. Before you ask, no, it ain't pay. Just being generous to folks who do a good turn.
All right, well, I'll take that. And now while we're here, we're going to go find little Tucky. Is that the Low Crusade? No. Family Matter, I think, yes. Look for Tucker Needham in Amber Heights. All right, little Tucky, where you at? They did say he was a boy. Maybe he is little Tucky. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and scrap some stuff. Break down. Don't need you. Anything with melee, I definitely don't need. We're going to avoid all the headwear that isn't super useful skill-wise, because we are staying in uniform. Oh, I got to get back in uniform. Okay, all that stuff. Defense skills, don't care about that. All right, so we're okay now. We can back out of that, but I do need to get my Spaceman helmet back on. My Moonman helmet for Spaceman McRib. Moonman McRib. All right, where's little Tucky? Little Tucky's over this way. Little Tucky. Little Tucky looks like he has gray hair.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
It's Captain Old Man McRib, Captain Hawthorne, or Stranger suits me just fine. I'm Captain Old Man McRib.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
I prefer to call you Little Tucky. Tucker, you're Agnes's little boy from Stellar Bay?
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger, asked me to rescue you. She's offered a reward to anyone who brings you back to Stellar Bay.
Let me guess. You're here to collect it. Well, I can tell you right now, it is not gonna happen. I won't go back. My entire life, she locked me in Stellar Bay because she was afraid. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Running away is for cowards. You need to face her and show her you've grown up. Intimidate 35. I'm getting that reward. Either you go back or I'll beat it out of her. So what do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you. You're going back to Stellar Bay one way or another. Persuade or intimidate? Persuade or intimidate? I think we're going to go with intimidate. I'm getting that reward. Either you go back or I'll beat it out of her.
Captain, what are you saying?
Yeah, what? What in the nebula is wrong with you? She's an old woman. You'd threaten my flesh and blood just to get me to do what you want?
It's nothing personal, but I want that money. Shrug.
You're real sick. Sure, she drives me crazy, but she doesn't deserve anyone getting violent with her. Look, I'll go back, all right? Just don't hurt her.
All right, little Tucky, go home. Mark Shaw says, Hail Fisty. Just finished saving NPCs from burning Spain's space stations in Elite Dangerous. Hope all is well. All is well. I'm having fun with the Outer Worlds. Good times are had by all. Except for little Tucky there. And his mommy, who, you know, I just threatened to beat to death if he didn't go back to her. So yeah, here we go. Maniacal Moron. Here we go. All right, journal. Side quest. Family matter. I have to return to Agnes to get credit for that. Okay, so let's just do that quick. We'll fast travel back to Agnes, and then we'll fast travel back here. Just so we can get credit for that quest. Okay, find Agnes. There's little Tucky. How you doing, little Tucky?
Captain. Captain.
Really? That's all you got to say? No insults, no nothing?
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the captain how grateful we are, Tuk-Tuk.
So grateful, Captain. Don't worry. I'm never leaving Mama alone. She'll be very safe from anyone who wants to hurt her.
What a strange thing to say. Silly boy, you know it's my job to protect you, not the other way around.
A boy's place is with his mama. Lie. I'm sure Tucker just wants you to be happy and healthy. You mentioned a reward for bringing Tucker home. Little Tuk-Tuk.
I did, didn't I? Suppose I can't expect you to just be content at a good deed done.
Really?
No?
You're gonna hit me with that?
All right. Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuk-Tuk home safe again.
Now that I've got the money, you can go, Tucker.
What? What do you mean? My Tucker's not going anywhere. He's staying here with me.
You mean it? I can go free? And you won't hurt my mama if I do?
I only wanted the bits. I don't care what you do now. Or we can intimidate. No, I don't mean it. Leave her side and you'll regret it, you moron. Well, let's see here. Nah, I only wanted the bits.
What is he talking about, Tucky? What's this about leaving? You're home now. You said you wanted to come back. You're safe again.
I never wanted to come back, Mama. I only said that because he threatened to hurt you if he couldn't collect the reward you were offering. Now, I'm going back to Amber Heights. I love being an iconoclast, free of this stifling town, free of you. Goodbye, Mama.
Tucker, no, please don't go. Don't leave me again.
Okay, that feels decidedly terrible. John W. says, are you going to kill her anyway? Well, we can try. I don't want to piss off the entire town. That's the problem. All right, so little Tucky's gone. Let's do a quick save just in case. That's the best ending for that little Tuk-Tuk quest. Oh, we pissed off the entire town. But the head spinning like it did was pretty great. Well, I don't want to piss off the entire town. That was not the point. So we are going to load back in. Thought if we were sneaking, we could get away with that. But yeah, that was definitely a great ending for that quest. We torment him, bring him back, get his mom's hopes up, only to have them crushing down when he reminds her what an awful life he's led in Stellar Bay and how much he despises her. That is just very cruel, very emotionally cruel. But yeah, I don't see any way to take her out without getting the whole town pissed at me, so we're just going to have to leave it go. And we're going to go back to Amber Heights. And we're going to go meet Graham and Zora. Find out what we've got to do next. I'd like to complete Radio Free Monarch tonight if we can.
What? Wait, that's... It can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and... Let's see what happens.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular?
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our mission?
Sounds like the locals are complaining about Zora. They said her. That's not Graham. We know Graham is a dude.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
It seems you do.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Uh-huh. I'm told you're out of pamphlets. That's a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
I want to find religion, of course. What else could I possibly want other than your hippy-dippy woo-woo nonsense? Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Okay, well, yeah, you know, the board is horrible and the way people are forced to live is horrible, but I'm not sure replacing that with some wacky religion is any better. But let's see here. But it'd be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. From what I've seen, I have to agree anarchy would be better. Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch? Well, the rest of this colony thinks your way is insane. I say anarchy's better. Certainly more fun.
This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Ours will not. All right.
Okay, I don't really want to know more about his teachings. Never mind.
Why have you come?
Cousin Todd says they all have to die, right? I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. This is definitely an evil playthrough, but not necessarily a kill everyone in sight playthrough. You know, I find that it's a little more impactful if we randomly kill a few people here and there. Why have you come? Let's see. Hiram needs you to stop using Devil's Peak.
Stop? No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people.
Your broadcasts aren't working. Nobody is listening. Do it or I'll force you to.
I'd rather not resort to violence. This is a place of understanding and acceptance. Understand that should you try, I will accept the burden of your death.
John W. says, just get some dice and let fate decide if you kill them or not. We'll see here. I kind of like making the choices. Your broadcasts aren't working. Nobody's listening.
I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Your only science... We can pass a science check. You're only transmitting on a single radio frequency, and very few people can receive it.
Excuse me. I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Uh-huh.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
Cousin Todd says, nobody's listening and don't call me Shirley. Sounds fair to me. Hold on. You're saying you want to print propaganda in their magazines? I'll need some time to consider it, or that's too much work. I'll just kill you now and be done with it. Yeah, but then I'm going to piss off all the rest of them and they're all going to try to kill me. And I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to rush through the game. That's really what it comes down to here is, you can go through and just kill these people, but if you do that, you're going to be done with the game in like 3 hours. So I don't want to do that. Let's see here. You want to print propaganda in their magazines?
Citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. They obsess over tossball and fashion, and the board uses these obsessions to control them. Even I find myself occasionally distracted by their positively shameful quality of editing and unacceptable disregard for grammatical structure. My literary prowess will hook them, and the eternal truth will reel them in. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like one of Sanjar's fishermen.
You're starting to sound like a bitter writer.
I may have worked in the presses once, but the bitterness of being slave to their abhorrent rules has long since vanished. All right, almost vanished. Can you believe they don't put a comma after the final item in a series? Bastards.
Little Oxford comma humor. I can get on board with that. That makes me want to kill you less, Graham. They don't? That does it. I'll help.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Canaplex says, while this dude's a nut job, I like the idea of unleashing him on the galaxy. That could be an interesting way to go. Let's see here. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. MSI supplies you. Huxley, the runner from the Northern Ruins, I helped her get out of there.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs. So eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
Mark Shaw says, Cousin Todd, is Starfield dropping soon as rumored? Yeah, Cousin Todd. I mean, we're not making you take any notes to the meeting tomorrow, so, fill us in here. Somebody can screenshot it, post it to, Twitter or Reddit or wherever it is that you're secretly Todd and you said it's dropping next week. Let's see here. MSI supplies you. Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
All right, I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Cousin Todd says, soon has many meanings. Come on, Todd. I'm sure that you have the release date of Starfield. You know what it is. Maybe you wrote it down on a note and stuck it in one of your, cool jackets or something. Just fish through the pockets of those jackets in your closet. You can tell us when it's coming out. It's fine. Okay, so now we've got to go meet the MSI supplier. And Zora wants us to use the extra money for medicine. And Graham wants us to buy something useless. So let's see here. Graham is obviously nuts, and he obviously isn't capable of making good choices. Zora is. So the last thing we want to do is put Zora in charge. Okay, so map. Where are we going? Okay, we're going pretty far up north here. Bayside Terrace. Oh, that's not that far away. We can fast travel there. But which way am I going? Am I going through here somewhere? I don't think so. No, that's sealed up. Oh, we're going up this way. Okay. Mark Shaw says, Cousin Todd is a tease. Bayside Terrace Warehouse. And looks like we've got sublight here. Let's get another weapon out in case we've got to whack anybody.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
Oh, yeah? Nobody tells me to sod off. I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
I'm here to investigate reports of a mantis swarm infestation. Persuade, you're here for Carlotta. I get it. I'll offer, you get paid. We all go home with a win.
Hell, I ain't gonna pass up free bits. Make it painful.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so these are sublight people. So Sublight Salvage and Shipping is not exactly a friendly organization. Let's grab a little loot while we're here. Stimulation. And we have a UDL sulfur-safe power generation system. Let's see what we've got here. Open gas vents. Act 55, route the gas outside. I'm not sure why we do that. Oh, maybe that's a way to get rid of the sublight people. Well, let's go do what we need to do here first.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Relax, the sublight squad is gone. Do you have a moment to talk about our salvation through the order of scientific inquiry?
You can't be serious. Who are you anyway?
Just your friendly neighborhood iconoclast.
Oh, finally. Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Alright, vending machine discovered. We've got some stuff we can loot. And we need to talk to Carlotta.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
Okay, so where will they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
So Graham's looking for high-capacity data cartridges, and Zora suggested extra food and medicine. Extra food and medicine is certainly a sensible thing to purchase if it's the last possible thing you can purchase. So let's get those high-capacity data cartridges instead.
Yeah, I've got a few. I'll send them along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
And, yeah, by the way, sorry. Told those people I'd do that for you, you know. Makes up for when I lost some sublight rep for killing those other sublight people. Well, maybe she'd have something interesting on her, but apparently not. Surprise murder. Okay. Safe we can pick. All right. Well. Sorry. And here's a vending machine. Before we go, we might as well sell some junk. Oh, we can't sell anything to it because it's an MSI vending machine. And we must not have enough reputation with MSI to do that yet. Now, I want to get my hacking glasses on here and see what happens when we vent gas. I'm guessing that this was an alternative way to get rid of the sublight thugs. Anyone in the immediate vicinity of this generator and its environmental-facing vents may be subject to burns, disfigurement, and an increased risk of cancer. Please ensure that all on-site personnel have evacuated the venting area. Yep, vent the gas. Why not? Oh, yeah, toxic gas. Wow.
Look out, Captain! No!
Oh.
Get back up, you asshole!
Maybe that wasn't so smart. I am so smart. I hope there was an autosave in there. Oh. Okay, did we complete the quest? We did. Now we just need to redo what we did. Oh wow, that death was a little more animated. Sorry, Carlotta. Murdering you was so nice, I decided to do it twice. Well, now that we know what that computer does, it probably doesn't make sense to vent that gas here again. Because apparently it just kills us. Okay, so we need to go back to Graham. We'll take back these parts, and then he's going to send us to install them. And then we should be able to get them to stop using the radio.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... Ah, we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
A very important mission, huh? I got your rollers, and she had those cartridges after all.
Damn it. I was hoping you'd have more sense than our venerable leader here.
You hoped wrong.
I get the message is important, but so's eating. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
She isn't. Sanjar has declared a stop sale on goods to the iconoclasts. I've got bad news. Sanjar's made it illegal to sell to you guys. I don't know what you did to piss him off, but Sanjar isn't selling to you anymore.
The board must have gotten a hold of him at last. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
What's next? Time to fix up that printing press, then?
The print... Oh, no. Graham, you didn't.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
Is a printing press really worth all these people's lives? There's gotta be a better way to get your message out.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Spreading the word has to be priority number one. Otherwise, how can this movement grow? You could have sent them after backing Zora up, right? Do you two ever stop bickering?
This is worth bickering over. The iconoclasts can't keep their heads in the ground forever, or they're going to starve and die slow. Look, if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
The printing press comes first. Well, I need the printing press up and running if I want to get them off the radio. And he's got a data pad, that's cool. Okay, so next up, we've got to go to the printing press. Which is where? Way over there. Okay, so to get there, we need to go to Stellar Bay Ruins North. And then make our way over. Oh, we might have a fast travel point here. Do we? No. Okay. So we'll go there, and we'll make our way over. Cousin Todd says, well, I need to go finish writing the press release for Starfield. I mean, go to bed now. Good night, all. Uh-huh. Okay, Todd. You go to bed, not writing press releases for Starfield. We know. We know what you're up to. Okay, where is my quest marker? Over there. 400 meters. All right, so we got a little bit of a walk ahead of us. Nothing we can't handle. Uh-oh.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Got a canid down.
Incoming!
And we've got marauders. You're dead. Where's the rest of them? I see you. Gotta love the shrink ray.
Grim, but we're good.
All right, that's done. Uh-oh, we've got more. Close range attacker that rushes in and slashes with their blade is more of a morning person. Not anymore.
Here they come.
Hey, here we go!
I don't think I can get them up here. The gloop gun.
Where's the last of them?
There we go. All right. Moving along. Oh, we've got a scrap mechanical. We've got a canid. Ooh, I thought I was silenced here, but I guess not. Hit him in midair. Dead now. There we go. Okay, so we've got a bunch of dead marauders. Oh, we got another one. Has a lifetime subscription to Dissident Hunter. Well, lifetime subscription has ended. Has terrible taste in fashion. Okay, there might be some more. Yep, here we go. Tell you what, this weapon's packing quite the punch. Who are you? Marauder Lookout. Okay. Choose with their mouth open. Well, no reason for you to stay alive now, is there? You just shot me. Don't do that. Okay. Got one more here. Oh, two more. Uh-oh, stuck in a reload. That should do it. Okay. 220 meters this way. To the printing press. Uh-oh, we've got more. Marauder right there. Scrap mechanical. Where's the blue thingy? Hit him in the thingy. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Uh-oh.
Solid kill.
Should do the trick there. And I think we're clear. Yep, all clear. Do a little looting if we can.
Twins. Surprised you two needed backup.
And here are the iconoclasts that we were sent to find. Let's find out what the deal is.
Talk to me.
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what. We are up a creek.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now.
Graham sent me to secure the press. If you guys are going after the printing press, then yeah, I'm here to help. Zora sent me to look for you guys. Once I get you out safe, I'll see about that press. I'm here to secure a printing press, but that can wait. Let's get you out of here. No, no, no. I want the printing press because I want Graham off the air. If you guys are going after the press, then I'm here to help.
Thanks, but I ain't sure the mission is worth it.
You keep spewing that sulfur, I'm liable to leave you to the raps. What my well-meaning idiot of a brother intends to say is, we appreciate the assist.
Get back to Amber Heights, I'll take it from here. He's right, it isn't worth it. You clear out and I'll handle the press. Or help me get the printing press and we can all go home. Yes, I would like you to risk your lives for this useless cause.
It's a lost cause. Going back there would be suicide.
And?
What'd I just say, August? We ain't abandoning our mission. That said, we ain't in a state to help either. We gotta find our medic, get back to Amber Heights, and plan a proper approach.
Persuade, this mission lives and dies on your shoulders. Help me take that press. Graham said if you don't get that press operational, you might as well not come back. Intimidate, you call yourself soldiers, finish the mission or I'll take your gear and do it myself. I need to get to that press, I'll keep an eye out for the medic, but no promises. I think we are going to say, Graham said if you don't get that press operational, you might as well not come back.
That son of a bitch is gonna put his propaganda before our lives?
Yes, and
It
so am
ain't
I.
propaganda, August. It's the truth, and that's worth dying for. Come on.
All right, let's go. Let's go waste your lives.
Here we go.
We've got raptidons all over the place here.
Everyone all right?
Looks like they're clear. Huh. They lived. Transition to Terra 1 publications. I think I'm going to go auto rifle in here. Oh, that's the pistol. Yeah, we're not sneaking. We're not doing anything. We're just going in here and killing. Getting spit at by raptidons. Shooting corpses. It's all good. Look at that. See? Everything's fine. And do we have anybody in here? We do.
I'm ready for this.
And that's how it's done, Captain?
And we can do a little looting. I don't know why I pick up all these consumables. I never use them. And we've got a terminal. We're going to have a little bit of lore. Terra 1 Publications, a subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics. Account Rodriguez R. Available messages 1 hazard clause. Terry's birthday. No, we are not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. Oops, I didn't mean to jump out of there completely. We're leaving. To all employees of Terra 1 Publications, yes, the rumors are true. We are leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with the evacuation orders, we are to await a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack everything up, and lock the door on the way out. Until then, however, we are expected to continue working. I'm sure reassignments are forthcoming, but that's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish, people. Our customers are eager to find out what happens in Dissident Hunter number 112. And number 3, Halcyon Referendum number 207, Terra 1 Hazard Clause. Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board, public notice number 117 on the issuing of a hazard clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued on January 12, 2343, serves as the public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment as defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. So a little background there. They are one of many corporations or companies that were forced to leave, forced off-world. And we we can pick a lock. And now we have printer is currently inoperable. Run diagnostics. Diagnostics result. Faulty rollers. Consult your nearest printing engineer. Install rollers. There we go. Okay, so we have installed the rollers. Optionally, we can retrieve Zora's team. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to retrieve them. They're alive. And we have another data pad here. And some bits. To whom it may concern. Final notice, C. Schuster. To whom it may concern, I, Caden Schuster, do hereby declare my official resignation. Delivery services to the Terra 1 printing facility shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made known numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working on this law-forsaken rock, including but not limited to the infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave, the as yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to the acidic properties of the local atmosphere, the constant unrelenting aggression from local wildlife, a persistent itching and coughing malady in my lungs, likely due to breathing in trace amounts of sulfur, equally persistent indigestion, a symptom of an overall nutritional problem stemming from the fact that I am in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to service workers based in Stellar Bay. I've received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. At my resulting loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation, and I was thus no better off. At my insistence, I was awarded the services of a local hunter, one M. Ramnarim Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-color language. After a thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health, which was deemed more fortunate than many. At my insistence that additional dietary needs be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. After this latest response, I hereby tell whoever is reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink carts, beltings, bindings, keys, stamps, lubricants, and whatever else is in these infernal boxes can all be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to you. Sincerely, Caden Schuster. Well, that is quite the resignation letter. All right, we can go back out to the Monarch Wilderness. Okay, and we can return to Zora. Do we not have the ability to recover the team? Optional, retrieve Zora's team. Return to Graham. Well, I don't know where her team went. But I think... yeah, we've got a few more Raptidons up here. Pretty sure this is where we're supposed to go look for the medic. So we'll head up here and look. Raptidon Colossus, huh? You might want to switch to a better weapon. Uh-oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Don't die. Don't die, Fisty. Don't you die, Spaceman McRib. Special come.
Covering you! Television shot!
2 Raptidon Colossus. Okay. Colossi. Colossuses. Whatever the official terminology is for that. Okay, now we're in better shape. We can take these guys. I think we're clear. We are now clear. Corrosive weakness. We have a flaw. Suffering too many corrosive burns has made you weak against corrosive damage. Corrosion damage received plus 25%. Reward 1 perk point. You know what? Let's take that one. There aren't that many scenarios where I can't avoid that if I really tried. So let's take that. And now we get to take an extra perk. So what do we want? Okay, science weapon damage. That could be cool because I am equipping those to my companions. Let's take that. We got a free bonus perk. Why not use that one? Okay, so now... Ooh, we got some decent amount of ammo there. And what else do we have here? Bypass shunt. And I'm pretty sure this is where Zora's team member is. Iconoclast here. The euthanasia kit. Actually, I think that's a weapon. Yes. The euthanasia kit. Long guns. I believe it's a shotgun. Which is pretty good. Let's put that where the bolter pistol is. Yeah, that looks pretty badass. Alright, I don't have anything to kill with it at the moment. Excuse me again. Okay. Let's head back to Graham. Turn in our quest. And I think that's going to then send us back up to the Devil's Peak to complete Radio Free Monarch. And that was the goal for tonight. Wanted to get that quest done so that there would be no question that we could start the new DLCs. And just in case I need to kill anybody in here. All right, Graham.
If you'll just listen.
No, no more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
If there are gunships, they sure didn't stop me from landing here.
They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason.
Okay, well, the printing press is all yours.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoys?
I found them, but who knows if they're still alive.
You what? You could have taken a minute to help them. Damn it.
I could have.
If they die, that's on you.
Okay.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Sermons.
Sermons.
Love of. I'm going to see to the wounded.
Yeah, go for it. And we've got to level up. So I think I know what path I want to take through here once we get through Radio Free Monarch. Graham is obviously completely off his rocker, but that's okay. We'll give him a planet to run. If he needs us to go to war and wipe out MSI, we'll just have to do that. It'll be a shame. Celia seems like a nice girl, and Sebastian, as dumb as he is, I think they made a nice couple. But, we might just have to annihilate them. But we'll see. We'll see what it all takes. For now, we're going to take our level up, and then we'll head back up to Devil's Peak. So I want to boost, let's see, we can boost Sneak some more. I think I'm going to boost Sneak another 5 and Hack another 5. Because we're going to go into the new DLC under-leveled a little bit. So if we've got more Sneak ability, that's probably not a bad thing. Let's apply that. And we can take a perk. So tier 3 perks, 10% damage per subsequent hit. Detection radius of enemies, that's only if we're solo. Melee damage, who cares? Reduce area of effect and plasma damage dealt to you. Let's take that. I think corrosion damage is probably area of effect damage. And we just took something that makes us take more of that. Let's take that. Okay, and now check our journal. Return to the information broker. Off to the Devil's Peak we go. Where are we going here? Are we going to the station? Yes, I think we're going to the station. Okay, so John W., are you working on another lore video? This week, I'm not. This week, I didn't have time. I've got a bunch of stuff going on. Normally, I've got 2 days off every week, and had a few things come up this week to gobble up some of my time, so I may actually pop out an extra weapon video on Sunday just because I have one almost ready to go, and it's a good weapon. But with the lore videos, I like to take my time with those. I don't want to rush them, so there will definitely be more. Don't think I'm not doing them. I just didn't have a lot of time to do it right this week. Okay, we got to get upstairs.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
I do indeed. MSI and the Iconoclasts are no longer transmitting. Is that data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem in the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Is that so?
I helped both MSI and the Iconoclasts get what they wanted. You're an information broker. If you want to know, it'll cost you.
Oh, I believe it will. But the price I pay won't be to you. No, we've a bigger deal to settle. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
And I bet I have a whole new checklist of crap to do before it works, right? Nice little self-aware RPG commentary there.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. We're resetting a broadcast tower, not filing taxes. There are no errands, spreadsheets, or rituals involved. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
That's it? Except it needs 3 keys before it'll activate. I have to go find them, right?
Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that?
Oh, many,
However,
many
you're
people.
welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta-Coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know.
It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
If that's really all, let's just get it done with and be on our way.
All right, I got it.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Okay, let's go outside and flip the switch. Ant says, love the humor in this game. I do too. It's great. This is fantastic. It's really got that. It's got that quirky Fallout kind of feel. It's awesome. This is a great game. I really hope they expand on this series. And now that there's that phone sound again. Now that Bethesda and Obsidian are the same company, I mean, can you imagine, like, this game, the humor, the writing, the RPG mechanics, all that stuff are great. You know, what does Bethesda do better? Environmental storytelling. That's what this game's kind of missing. Can you imagine if they could combine that? How cool this would be. All right, flip the switch.
Testing 1, 2, check, check.
And it's time for a little bit of a
But that is a beautiful sound.
cinematic, if you will. Turn up the volume a little bit.
Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Don't make me come back in there.
There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt I could make you do anything you don't wish to. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
It's the Pridwin, or no, it's the thing falling from space.
Black holes. Did you see that?
I did indeed. That big ball of fire? Nah, totally missed it.
Look, there's not enough room in this tower for two sarcastic hullheads, so one of us has to knock it off. Right. I reckon we both know who that'll fall to. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there?
I really should have just killed all of you.
Allow me to save you the trouble as I fling myself from this tower. The good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
You're acting like children.
Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
All right, so now we need to speak with Phineas again in order to end the quest. Oh, do we? Okay. So we haven't quite finished Radio Free Monarch yet. Let's go to Phineas. To do that, we need to go to our ship. We're going to do this, and then we're going to wrap it up for the night. I don't think there are any more steps after this. I think once we talk to him, the quest is over. head over to Phineas's lab.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
For now, I would like us to cut to the chase. Transition to Phineas's lab. Let's take Vicar Max this time. Well, Phineas, I think he knows Nyoka, so let's take Max and Nyoka. I don't know that there's any special dialogue that he has for any of them, but...
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Am I now? What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Okay. What's so important about these chemicals again?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
So what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to
Why not? That sounds like fun.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my
That's good, because I don't have any intelligence.
You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Find Carmen Imagawa, steal chemicals, got it. So, I think there might be the option to talk to him and let him know.
Iconoclasts have a rather smashing opinion of you. Get it? Smashing?
I think we can let him know that the board wants us to turn him in.
What's on your mind?
Yeah. So we can say to him that the adjutant asked me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it. After that, he'll tell us to do it anyway, leads to a whole thing. I'm not sure if I want to turn him in or not, so we're going to hold off on that for now. And I think this is as good a place... Wait, did that end the quest, is the question. City in the Stars, okay. So we finished Radio Free Monarch. Let's meet with Phineas's contact. That's a whole new quest. Oh, Vicar Max. We can upgrade Vicar Max while we're here. Trick shot. Max's ability bypasses some of the target's armor. Yeah, let's take that. Okay. And... okay, we got a couple of minutes here yet. Let's run back to the ship. Just want to see if when we travel, we get the notification for the old DLC. So we're supposed to travel to Byzantium for the next thing, but I want to go to the Groundbreaker just to see if this thing triggers.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Canoplex says, great stream tonight. You're awesome, Fisty. Thank you, Canoplex. I appreciate it. So, let's see here. Too bad I'm not Hawthorne.
Captain, I must remind you that you will always be Alex Hawthorne to me.
That's impossible. My contract stipulates delivery to Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. You're the Captain of the Unreliable, so that makes you Alex Hawthorne.
So this is the intro to the old DLC, Peril on Gorgon. So we're going to go through this in full here probably just because, well, maybe not in full, but at least through this part here. We have a dumb dialogue option. Oh my law. He says, you are the captain, therefore you are Alex Hawthorne. Oh my law. My mind is blown.
I would advise you to relax and breathe deeply, but today's delivery does not include customer service add-ons. I'm sending a technician over to deliver your parcel. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
This sounds fine.
On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Make a rude hand gesture and cut the transmission. So at this point, basically we can open this mysterious package, I think, anytime we want. I don't want to open that mysterious package just yet because then it's going to initiate this whole thing. And I don't think I want to do that. So for now, at least, let's call it a night. This is as good a place as any. We're going to do a quick save. There we go. And yeah, so we're coming right up on 4 hours here. So I do appreciate everybody watching tonight. I had a good time. We got to the point I think we needed to be to make sure that we can do the new DLC when it comes out. It comes out tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be able to stream tomorrow night. If I am, it will be later on and it'll be very short. So I don't know how much of it we'll dig into, but maybe we'll see. But either way, I'd like to get to it sooner rather than later. So I wanted to make sure we were at the point where we could jump into it as soon as possible. So thank you again for everybody watching tonight. John W. says, great stream. Thank you, John. I really appreciate everybody watching. We have a new Fallout 76 weapon video tomorrow, Fallout 76 script video on Friday. Like I said, no lore video this week. Just haven't had time to focus on it. And, you know, maybe I'll drop a weapon video on Sunday. I haven't decided for sure yet. We'll see. But everybody have a great night. I will see you next time. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel. You know, all the stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.